Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. I had one kind of stream planned, but I see there's already 8 people waiting, so I guess that means people are more excited for this stream than others. So out of respect to you all, I will try to change plans a little bit. I am definitely tired. And I'm irritable. And I'm going to turn down the music a little bit. Hello to Conqueror. Hello to Paco, who was first. Hello to second. Hello to third. Legit Rock, how are you? Shout out to all the legit Rock players out there. I did transfer a bunch of resources this morning. It was the first thing I did when I got up. I've been up since 1 a.m. It's 5 p.m. now. I'm gonna do this stream and then go straight to bed. Adrian, welcome. I don't know if I'm gonna switch accounts real quick so I refresh my quests here. But I don't know if anybody watches Barstool Sports and watches the college football pick'em show they do on the Barstool Gambling channel. It's a weekly show that's hosted. It's 3 guys just talking college football and placing an absolute ton of bets, of which they lose more than they win. But it's Dave Portnoy, who owns Barstool Sports, Dan, Big Cat, and a guy named Rico Bosco. And I have only been watching the show for a couple seasons now, but I've been a Rico Bosco fan since I started watching. So in that context, I've been a Rico Bosco guy since way back. And Dave and Dan were giving it to him real good on this week's show. You know, they always give him a hard time. They always give Rico a hard time. But Rico can take it, and he gives it right back. And the name of the video that they posted today, the title, was that the junkyard dog is back. And got a little junkyard dog in me tonight, that's for sure. I'm like a dog without a bone. And hopefully that bone, hopefully I'll find that bone. Hopefully I will dig it up. Over here in Zone 5. In about 15 hours. Pretty much 15 hours on the nose. But yeah, I mean, I'm clear-headed. I'm dead sober. We've got a war right in front of us. I've been trying to get towards my A game for the last week or so. And as I've said before, I'm going to be irritable. Like, when I get on my A game, I'm going to be irritable. But we do have a lot of stuff to do tonight. We got a lot of stuff to do. Mad Mania, welcome. Sniper Tom, welcome. Glad you like the Armament guide, Adrian. Iobi Chan, no, we cannot. We will not win it easily. We will not win it easily. It's going to be a tough fight. Is this thing good value? Like, I was looking at this earlier. And I mean, these are 80% off. So I'm going to assume that 80% off is good value and just buy all these. We spin these all at once, or do we have to spin them each time? What's going on here? Mad Mania, yes. My plans are, I'm only planning to craft 2 things unless the chat is able to convince me to craft 3. I will show you the numbers after this, and oh, it's good I'm getting these little Jade Dragons, because we actually need those for the shop. These rolls have been garbage, right? These rolls have been garbage. Oh, hold down the dice. Okay, thank you, Only Farmer. Thank you. Yeah, shout out to Only Farmer. She runs a great stream. Very, very chill stream. She plays the Lo-Fi Girl playlist on her stream, which I think is probably, you know, the best in slot music for Rise of Kingdoms live stream. I'm a little jealous that Only Farmer has the monopoly on Lo-Fi Girl. Okay, receive 40% more Jade Dragons. That's good. That's good. What is this? What is this? What is this treasure here? All right, yeah, let me hold this down again. Oh, I'm out of dice. I'm out of dice. What's this? Open to select a commander you've already summoned. Do I buy more of these just to get to that? Does anybody know how many commander heads you get for the Anniversary Commander Choice reward? It's a full summon? Oh, Only Farmer is a different... You're playing some different lo-fi music now? Well, either way, I think your music is, like, really good. I was enjoying your streams during your war. They were very chill. It was basically the, you know, a good way to watch the war. And congratulations to you on all the good, you know, numbers you had for those streams. I saw that you were getting, like, really good numbers during the 1484 war. But yeah, everybody be sure to throw Only Farmer a subscribe. It's really good RLK content, actually. Very knowledgeable player, good music. Fights a lot. Can't really ask for more, I would say. All right, yeah, let's get this chest. And then I will show you what the crafting situation looks like. I did say to myself that, you know, before I saw how many people were waiting for the stream, I said when we get to 20 likes, I will just start crafting. Even if it's early in the stream, I'll just start crafting. So if you all get me to 20 likes real quick, we will craft real quick. So yeah, this is easy. I'm just gonna get Zoog. I'm gonna get Zoog. We will probably put some more gold heads into Zoog today. Let's see what we can get with these Jade Dragons that we just got. So yeah, this math is so weird. But I mean, this is worth 1,000. Whereas the you know the gold head is worth 1,000 gems, whereas the the legendary material is worth, I would say, 2,400 gems. So, I mean, I guess these are close. It's closer here. I'm gonna do this later because I will show you the commander situation I'm in, because it's pretty close. I'm cutting it pretty close. This event is probably one of the best for spenders. You can get something like 150 gold heads or something. Wow. Rexo, welcome to the stream. Sartib, welcome to the stream. How did we do on the lakes so far? Let's take a look. All right, so we're at 10 likes, so we still have some work to go. I just upped the like count to 10 on my burner account. But yeah, so here is the situation with the materials. I have 132 legendary choice chests. I have 161 leathers, 63 orange stone, and 73 orange ebony. And I think the ebony and the legendary choice chests are the key, because I'm going to be building archer equipment. So this is 210. Like I could have up to 210 ebony. And so what I'm thinking of doing, my plan, unless someone can somehow convince me to do more, my plan is to build the weapon and the helm. Because I don't, you know, ultimately I have to be thinking ahead to like upgrading my cav gear, because I'm a cav player and I'm a cav garrison. And so when the new equipment comes out, I want to be ready to upgrade it pretty quick. So I don't want to burn through all of my, choice chests. I'm fine with burning through all the ebony and some of the choice chests, but I want to save a bunch. And so the weapon and the helm are the two pieces where I won't need these regular blueprints to upgrade them. I'll use the KvK stuff to upgrade. Whereas like the chest, I could build the chest, but if I did that, I would be, I mean, I basically have two chests, so like the blueprints are not really an issue with the chest. But if I built the chest, then I would be using, I'd be using 140 ebony. And so I'd be going through about 60, or what is it? Yeah, about 60 of these legendary choice chests. And that just seems like a little bit overkill. That seems like a little bit overkill when I want to be saving so much for the cav stuff. So I think I'm just gonna build the bow and the helm. I mean, I'm also gonna get more items from the keys, which I can just open these now. I've got like a ton of stuff to open, so I'm just gonna start opening stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna open all these. I think I'm gonna open all the gold chests because I want to get Thutmose heads, because Thutmose is on my Boudica. So I'm just gonna start with the gold chest. We'll just open all these, I think. This might screw me for Lucerne later a little bit, but I always finish Lucerne anyway, so that's fine. So I'm just gonna open all these. We need Thutmose. I saw no Thutmoses. I saw absolutely no Thutmose, like full Thutmoses. Yeah, I didn't get any Thutmoses. Where is he? Okay, I got 20. I got 20 Thutmose heads. 20 Thutmose heads. Syned, welcome to the stream. Yes. Tomorrow we ride. Tomorrow we ride. There's Syned right there. Syned's from our allies in 2263. But they've been hanging out in D for a while. All right, let me see if I can upgrade Thutmose. It would be amazing if I could. It would be amazing if I could. Okay, I can. All right, this is big. This is big. Because we need this second skill. This second skill is on Boudica right now, so we just need to get it into the second skill. And let's see how we do. All right, there we go. Nice. Very nice. So that's an extra 3% attack, 2% march speed, and 3% damage outside of Alliance territory for Boudica. Very good. Now let's open all these item chests, and I'm gonna just try to like get a rough sense of how many materials I get from these chests. All right. So yeah, this is pretty good actually. Let's just do this real quick. Let's do some real quick maths here. 800 becomes 200 greens. So I've got like 240 greens, which becomes 60 blues. So I've got 80 blues, which becomes 20 purples. So I've got 21, let's just say 20 purples, which becomes another 5 legendary ebonies. Probably roughly the same for all of them. So basically, like, I got about 16 legendaries from all that. So we'll just say another extra plus 16 legendaries. I mean, building 3 pieces of archer gear is not crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy. But... And then we also have to roll... We have to do all these armaments and stuff, right? We've got 37 stones to roll. If you saw my guide, the video I posted earlier, you can see that I have a plan for what I'm gonna do. And I need to also keep pushing tech while I'm online here. I'll be able to get some of this stuff done in the morning. I'm basically planning to go to sleep like right after this stream. And then I should be able to, I probably will wake up like 3 hours before the pass is open. I'll be able to buy Mountain Warfare at that point. And so I don't know, my tech's okay. It's not amazing. You know what I just realized? I forgot to do like 2 Bastion quests yesterday. I just realized that. I was at 2 out of 15 yesterday, and I forgot to do Bastion quests. So yeah, my tech's just kind of okay. I haven't really been killing barbs that much. I still have a bunch of AP left. So my tech is just okay. Everyone's going to this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Synod, very best of luck to you on doubling your KP. And then I also think I'm gonna max. See, I'm going back to the comment that Only Farmer made that this event is probably one of the best for spenders because you can get something like 150 gold heads. Because here's where I'm at. This is where I'm at, right? I don't have Justinian or Zug maxed. I could max Justinian, and I had 90 Justinian heads like beforehand. So, you know, basically I'm gonna use like 590 heads in Justinian. Or no, I'll use like 600 heads in Justinian. So I'll have 77 left. I'll have 77 heads left over for Zug. But I need more than that. I need 125. So it's like, but there's a lot of ways I can get heads right now. I can get heads in, I have to do this too. I need to get, I need to buy 13 keys from this shop, and then I'm gonna open 200 of these. Let me go ahead and do this now. I don't think I can get Zoog heads here, but I could buy heads here. Well, let me just buy these. Let's open all these. Let's open 200 legendary chests. For the crystal quest. So what did I get here? I got a full Trajan. I got a full Guan that I get a bunch of coins for. A full Artemisia. I don't need Alex. Edward is nice. I got a full Khan. So I'm getting a ton of points. This seems pretty good. I think this is like a lot of like full commanders here. Okay, so I still have a ton of points. How much would this cost? All these speed ups would cost 800. Okay, I definitely want all these speed ups. Yep. So I could potentially get 26 gold heads from here. I could do more of this event. You get 170 heads altogether from Desert. Plus you can buy another 15 from the Dragon Store. Yeah, I can buy some from the Dragon Store as well. That's what I was thinking about here. That's why I didn't buy it. That's why I didn't buy the material right away, because I actually could get some of these. Especially if I'm not going to use all my materials, it's kind of better to do this. Alright, let me do this event a little bit longer. Let me buy some more of these. Yeah, I get another reward in 24, so let me buy some more. Alright, that's a pretty good roll, I guess. It's kind of funny that you can get Justinian here. Like, you can get, like, absolutely brand new commanders. This is actually a really good event for people to unlock any commander. You know, didn't it used to be that, like, sometimes you would have to, like, wait a while to unlock a commander if it was an MGE commander? Like, Heraclius. Like, this is an amazing event for, like, a farm to unlock Heraclius. I might actually do this event on my farm to unlock Heraclius, because that's who I want to build. Alright, so we got Zoog again. I wasn't planning to do this event a lot, but it actually makes complete sense to spend some gems here, I think. I mean, if this is the difference between me having a maxed Zoog right before war and not having a maxed Zoog, then of course I will spend gems on this. Oh, you have to have them unlocked to pick them. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha. Andy, welcome to the stream. Everybody be sure to throw a like on the stream. We will craft very soon, because I would imagine we are getting close to 20 likes. Seems like good rolls. All right, very cool. Very cool. All right, so let me quickly finish this Bastion quest. I'll just go ahead and max Justinian right now. I wasn't sure if I was going to max him, but then I realized that he's like probably going to be pretty good in the field. Like I'll show you Justinian's skills, and he has a lot of stats. Like he's kind of like Nevsky in the sense that he has like a lot of stats. So I'm thinking he's going to be a pretty good field commander, and that I can use him with William. I'm thinking I'll run Nevsky Joan, XY Mechmed, and then Justinian William. Because, I mean, he's certainly tankier than XY, so it'll be nice to hide William behind the Justinian. Only from likes XY Justinian. Yeah, but then I just don't have a good third pair. Then I don't really have someone to pair William with. That's the only problem. I do see the value of XY Justinian. I used to really like putting a tanky secondary behind like a squishy first. But, you know, Justinian, his skills just are pretty good for open field. I mean, direct damage factor 2500. The second half doesn't apply if it's not a rally, but yeah, a single target 2500 damage, and then you're getting 30% defense, 5% damage, 15% march speed. Like that's a fine second skill for the open field. Here you're getting 20% cav health. I mean, this skill's kind of weak for open field, but you know, it's still stats. Like, it's still stats. And then this skill is like very good for the open field as well. You get 10%. You get 10% attack. It's going to get buffed with the expertise. You get 50% attack, and then you get a big nuke when you're surrounding somebody, which in the open field you surround people quite a bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna like sit here. I'm just gonna, because I haven't like fully thought this out yet. I'm just gonna sit here for 1 second and be like, do I definitely want to max Justinian right now? I mean, I think I do. I think it makes sense. I think it just makes freaking sense. I can even maybe skip Huo. I have a Cav rally. I know I'm gonna want Justinian at some point. I might as well have him for this KvK. So yeah, I will max Justinian. That works. I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Andy, that sounds about right. That sounds about right, that those would be the best 3 cav marches. I don't have the heads to build Huo yet, so I'm just gonna go with Justinian. Because I mean, I do think I will rally. I think we have a good number of cav rallies. That's the only reason like I haven't maxed him yet, and I'm like a little bit hesitant to max him, is just because we have like a number of cav rallies. But I do think I will rally a fair bit. So I mean, yeah. You know, the thing, I'm honestly gonna stop because I can just wait. I want to use him in the field, so I do have to just max him now. I was gonna say I could wait till the middle of the fight to max him, but that doesn't make sense because I want to use him in the field straight away. All right. And then we'll max Zug as well. Only Farmer says Justinian is very good if you're going to rally. Yeah, I think he's good. He's not amazing. He's definitely not amazing, but he's good. He gets the job done. You know, he's not... He can definitely be swarmed, but like the swarms that I've seen have not been, you know, awful trades for the rally. All right, there we go. There we go. Justinian, maxed. Nice. And then what can we do with Zug here? We're like very close on the Zug. Very close. We just need 15 more gold heads. Awesome. Yes, and I mean, I do have full. I have full cav set. I have the full cav set. So, yeah, I mean, I have best in slot cav gear. I've got good armaments. So, I can definitely rally. But we just have other people who can as well, whose stuff is basically as good as mine, and their tech might be a little bit better than mine. Let's see here. Okay, we are at 20 likes, so I think we can get to crafting now. Oh, we can do a vote because we have to do the transmutation and we have to do the armaments as well. 1 in the chat if you want me to craft first. 2 in the chat if you want me to do the formations or the armaments first. All right, looks like people want to do the crafting first. That's fine. I get it. Short and sweet. Like I said, I think I'm only going to do 2. I think I'm only going to do 2 things. I'm a little bit due. I am a little bit due for a crit. I haven't crit anything in a while. I haven't built anything in a while. You know, it's not like I've been building small stuff in the off season. I've been due for a crit, and you know, it's if there's anything, if there's any sort of pity crit where if you haven't gotten one in a long time, they give you one. That I'm definitely due. I'm definitely due for a crit. If you remember, go ahead and throw some heads in the chat for luck. We're gonna go with the bow first. I have gotten very lucky on armaments and inscriptions and transmutation rolls. I'm not going to say I haven't been lucky, but I mean, being lucky on an armament is a different thing than being lucky on gear. All right. I'm gonna change the song. I don't like this song very much. This is like one of my least favorite songs on my playlist, so I'm going to a different song. I don't know what this is, but it has a bad start. Ella's welcome. Okay, all right. All right. All right. We're gonna do this. Here, it's about to drop. This song's about to drop. All right. I thought because I hit the drop that, you know, I'd have a pretty good chance there. All right. Oh, I can also iconic this. I'll just go ahead and iconic it right away. There's the bow. There's my first piece of legendary archer equipment. And next is going to be the helm. Thank you, Syned. Hopefully you just sent... I hope that you sent me a lucky amount of resources. You did. That's okay. Alright. Alright, some good luck from Syned. Let me jump in a couple of these rallies real quick, so I can bang this quest out. And let's make this helm. We got the 69 resources. We are due for a crit. We are definitely due for a crit. We did hit the breakdown on the last song, so I'm going to try to hit the breakdown again. We're just going to chill for a second, listen to the music. I guess that was the breakdown, huh? I missed the breakdown. All right. We're going to do this. Alright. Alright, so we've got 2 Vanquisher bundles, which is cool. We will put this on Boudica as well. Let's iconic this as well. And I'm going to very quickly switch to a farm city and buy these Vanquisher bundles so that I do not forget about them. So 1 second, let me grab my phone. So it says we need red line. You know what? I need to get my webcam set up. I think the webcam makes crafting like a lot more fun, honestly. I mean, I had a pretty blank expression, but still, you know. It's an emotional moment. It's an emotional moment when you craft. And so I feel like when you see the person, it's a lot better. Because you're right, Redline is very good at crafting, for sure. I'm just buying these Vanquisher bundles. I mean, I could craft the chest. But I'm just gonna I'm gonna stick to the plan. We still have a lot of crafting to do with the armaments. There's still plenty of chances to get lucky here. Crow Gaming says they have never gotten a crit in 40 legendary crafts. Mine is not amazing, but mine's not bad. I think I've gotten... What have I gotten? I got a crit on the chest the first time. I got a crit on the sword. So that's 2. I got a crit on the horn. I don't know where the horn is. Here's the horn. I got a crit on the horn the first time. And then I got a crit on the boots, I think, the second time. Yeah, so I've gotten 4 crits. I've gotten 4 crits. And I have, what, like... I've gotten 4 crits out of... Let's see how many I've done. Now, you have to keep in mind that I've spent a lot of my materials on refining. But yeah, I've gotten 4 crits out of what? 6, 12, 18, 24, 26, 27. So I am 4 out of 27. Yeah, I mean... It's 10%, right? It's 10%. So, I mean, I guess I've done okay. Oh, it's 11%. Yeah, it's a tough game. It's a tough game, this crit game. Alright, so we're just going to keep it moving and go straight to the armaments. Alright, so I'm going to leave skillful operations at 9. And then I think I'm just going to start on mounted. I'm going to start on this. Alright, so let's open up these armament chests. Yeah, me critting the KvK sword the first time, that was the key to my whole cav set. Like, you know, if I had to refine that KvK sword and use like so many materials to refine it, that would just have been, it would have slowed me down in so many ways, right? But yeah, that crit was just the key. That crit was the absolute key to like everything I've been doing. And I do have a video. If you ever want to see me crit that sword, just look through my old videos, and there's the thumbnail is of that KvK sword, and like I literally have the video of me critting it. Kwin asks, how long do you think the first war will last? Kwin, I think it's probably going to last like 5 days, honestly. I think it's going to last a while. think it's gonna last a while. Obviously, I don't want to say too much about it because, you know, I don't want to give anything away to the enemy, but we're expecting a tough fight. All right, so nothing in these, but at least we got some good recyclable material. Now let's open these legendaries. And let's just try to get something good that maybe we can roll. Maybe we can add it to the tier list of what we're going to roll tonight. Nothing there. Alright, so this shield slot is pretty important. This doesn't seem all that good, but... do I want to lock this? I guess not. I guess there's no reason to lock that. And no reason to lock that. I will show you all the... one second, I'm just... So here's the tier list of what I'm gonna transmute tonight. I'm actually gonna move this, I'm gonna move these around a little bit, just to be very accurate about it. We're gonna use up to 21 stones on Desperado. And then we're gonna potentially use another 10 stones on the Cohesive from Nevsky. And at that point, we're gonna basically be out of stones, or pretty close to it. So for one of these armaments to like actually get to the top 2 in the tier list is gonna take quite a bit. But it would always be nice to get a good armament here right before. Woo! Okay, double inscription. No complaints there. We didn't get the crit on the equipment, but we did get the double inscription. So that's a nice consolation prize. And this is a pretty good archer. Oh, this is an interesting one right here. I mean, the cav attack is very good here. The archer defense is also very good, and this is one of the tough slots to, you know, to get a good armament on. So this is pretty interesting. This is pretty interesting right here. Not much I can do with it right now, but I'm definitely locking this. Nothing too good on this one on the scroll. But now we got the double inscription. Ellis, have you really not gotten a single double inscription? That's pretty crazy. Because I'm sure, you know, you do all the events that I do. I mean, I'm sure you're getting opening as many legendaries as I open, if not more. So that's pretty crazy you haven't gotten a double. Because I think this is like my 5th or 6th double inscription. But it always comes down to whether they're any good. So let's take a look here. This is the horn slot. The horn slot here. Oof. I like the inscriptions. I don't like the stats, but I like the inscriptions. I don't know exactly what they are, but they sound good. The wielder's troop deals 5% extra damage when it has over 70% rage. So Spirited is okay. My question with this has always been, does this actually affect the first skill cast? But I think this is decent. And then Fearsome sounds amazing. Deals 1% extra damage. That's like 2.5% of stats. It's not a great inscription. Obviously, like 3.5% of health or 3.5% of defense or something is better than Fearsome. But I mean, between the two, I would say it's pretty solid. It's like a pretty solid combo. And so this does beg the question, like, where does this go on the tier list? Like, where do we put this? Where do we put this on the tier list? I mean, I could... I don't know. I don't know. The cohesive on the Guan is like kind of good too. I'm just gonna put it here for now. But I don't know if I'm gonna want to roll it instead of the Guan cohesive. I don't know if I locked it. Let me lock it. It doesn't. Okay, Adrian says that it does not affect the first cast. But yeah, I think it's pretty solid. I think it's a pretty solid combo. We do have 3 more chests, so let's go ahead and open these last 3. We did get the double inscription. Let me see how many I have now. Just to potentially cause possible emotional damage to alloys. Let's count how many double inscriptions I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 double inscriptions. Pretty wild. It's pretty awesome, honestly. It's pretty awesome. Alright, last 3. You know, we could go wedge. I could go wedge at this point. I could actually go wedge at this point. Because my Nevsky is, or my Jan is honestly in really good shape now, right? I still got the 1 purple. Oh, I just got this on, yeah, so I just got this on a slot that's very upgradable. I mean, this Jan slot is 3.75. It's 6.1% of stats. That's all this is, 6.1% of stats. So this is very doable. Like, I could totally put this on Jan and probably get a bit of an upgrade. Because I would say this is probably worth, like, I don't know, maybe 1.5% of stats, maybe? So between these two, we've got 4% of stats already. Okay, so I'm probably going to roll this tonight, actually. Yeah, I guess I will open these last 3 as Arch. But in all honesty, I think I'm going to probably open Wedge for the next few weeks. Because my Wedge set is getting pretty good. But I would like to make it better. But we'll go Arch here. We'll go Arch here. Alright. Oh! Holy crap. Those are some good rolls. A triple statted archer, 2.9% attack, 2.7 defense, 3.5% health. This may or may not be an upgrade, but that's an amazing armament right there. So how much in stats is this? 6.4, 8.4, 9.1% of stats. Terminator, I'm just using it because that's all I have. Like, all I have is Arch Formation. And on Jan, it's very good because you get that extra normal attack damage, which, you know, gives you a little bit more counterattack. It gives you a little more counterattack. Alright, so let's take a look and see if that's an upgrade for the Boudica. That was 9 point... Oh, it looks like it is, because that was foreign, right? Oh, look at this. Oh, wow. That's a fantastic upgrade. So this was worth, this was worth 2%, 4.3%, 6.3%, 6.8%. So I mean, not like an insane upgrade, but definitely an upgrade. Definitely an upgrade. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Okay, that's great. That's great. We gotta rank inscriptions from best to worst. Someone's gotta do it. Yeah, it is a good idea for a video, Adrian. It definitely is. Okay, so now we transmute. Now we transmute. Now we transmute. And I am genuinely gonna upgrade. I'm gonna move this up. I'm moving Spirited and Fearsome up to number 3. We're actually just gonna roll that tonight. We're just gonna make our Yawn better. Our Yawn's gonna get better here. Our Yawn is just gonna get better. So first things first is Desperado. And that might still be on the Justinian. Let me check. Yeah, Desperado's still on the Justinian. If anyone didn't see, I rolled this once on stream, or on my video earlier, and I got the 3.5% defense. So now we just have to... Like, this is a very good armament. This armament has a lot of potential. Desperado is fantastic on a garrison and fantastic on a rally, because obviously your units, the units of the garrison leader, drops under 50% pretty quickly. And so then for the rest of that fight, for the rest of the trade, you're getting 2%, you're taking 2% less damage, which is literally like 5% of stats. Now, because the time on it is like, because it's not 100% of the time this is happening, maybe you can say this is only worth like 4.5% of stats maybe, but that's still better than almost all other inscriptions that are not, you know, special inscriptions. So we are just going to use 3 stones a pop and see if we can get something better. We really want Cav. Like, if it's infantry or archer, then we just don't care. We just really want Cav here. All right. I mean, I'll replace this because it's almost identical, but all right. So nothing on that one. We're down to 6 now. We're down to 6 rolls left on this very key. This is honestly like a very big roll here, because this thing just has so much potential. And it's the flag spot, you know? Alright, I mean, we will replace this, but March speed is not what we want here. Alright, 5 tries left. 15 stones. Give me some Cav health, give me some Cav attack. Let's see it. Let's see it. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Alright, I'm not gonna replace that one because I would actually rather have the March speed. Alright, we have 4 left here. We have 4 left on Desperado. Okay, so we can replace this. We can at least replace it. And worst case scenario, we have 1.5% of cap health. So that's okay. We don't have to lock it. I don't think we want to lock this. I don't think we want to lock that, right? There's no reason to lock it. Because we can get a better roll. Yeah, I don't think we lock that. Do we lock that? The reason I'm thinking about locking it is just because, like, I know I'm using this on the Nevsky, right? This is like 4.5% of stats. It's 7.8% of stats. It's like 9.2 as is. I guess yeah, I don't think I lock it because at the end of the day, we're trying to get like the best possible, you know what I mean? We're trying to get like amazing armaments. We're not trying to just settle for really good ones. We're trying to get amazing ones. So yeah, I think I will not lock this. Although if I suddenly get attacked on this next one, I'm going to be pissed. But here we go. 3 tries left. Let's keep going. Nope, nope. So now we can just keep that same one. Well, we're gonna go. We'll roll it again. We'll roll it again. Nope, nope, nope. All right, so last one. Yeah, I don't think we locked this. I think we just roll it again. One more try. Desperado. Here we go. All right. All right, this isn't bad. This is not bad. This is not bad. This is not bad. I'm going to put this on the Yan right now, just so everybody can see sort of what I'm doing, what I'm changing, right? I'm able to get rid of this double inscription. That's a very good open field armament. And I can put on Desperado, which is a very good garrison armament. So this is going to go on Yan. And then I don't think Nevsky gets the upgrade. No, Nevsky has the cohesive. Well, we'll put that other one on later. We'll put the double inscription on later. Because now are going to roll this cohesive, which I've actually been sitting on for like a really long time. This is like the first good armament I got. And I guess I should join Pika's rally. Especially if Cherry's joining from far away. I can join from far away. Alright, so now let's roll this. Now, okay. You can see that you really go through the stones quick. Like, when you're rolling 3 at a time, you really go through them quick. But it was basically worth it. I mean, it was a lot of stones to get 1.5% health. But, like, that 1.5% health is going to be applied to every... You know, it's going to be applied to, you know, millions and millions of dead troops. So, I mean, it's not the greatest use of stones ever, but it had to be done. It had to be done. Alright, so now we have cohesive. Cohesive, for those who don't know, you get 2% extra damage whenever you have 50% or more remaining, which is quite frequently in the open field. So this is a very, very good open field inscription. I mean, I would say this again is like 4.5% of stats. And then we have 10 rolls left. We're not locking the all damage. We're not locking the... Well, okay, so all damage is... It's 1.8, it's 2.25. I mean, I could see an argument for locking this, but... Nah, we don't want to lock the all damage at 2.25. I don't think we want to lock it. Alright, so we're just going to transmute this, see what we can get. Alright, I think this is a little bit better, right? This is 3.1% of stats, so it's a little bit better. We will replace it. But we're not going to lock any of these either. No, I think we're pretty committed to Cav on this one. So I'm not going to lock that. 8 tries to go. Nope, nothing there. KvK 1.6 is not going to be an upgrade. So not doing too good on the cohesive so far. See, I wish I knew. I wish I knew what exactly my Boudica had in that slot, but I just think... I don't know, I just have so many more Cav marches that I want to keep doing Cav here. I should have saved the Cav March speed. There wasn't any Cav's March speed on this. Yeah, honestly, I just don't want to keep this because, like, I just have so many more Cav Marches than I have of anything else that I just need more. I just need way more Cav armaments. And I'm, like, kind of... I mean, maybe I'll, like, definitely get better than this along the way. I wish I knew what Boudica had in that slot. That's the problem. I just don't know what Boudica has in that slot. Part of me thinks it's probably, like, pretty freaking good. Because, I mean, Boudica's coming very close to having, like, 9% of stats per, like, armament. So... yeah, I'm not gonna replace. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, I'm not gonna replace that either. I'm gonna go see what Boudica has in that slot. I probably should have checked this beforehand. Oh, it's like not that good. Oh, darn. So I should have kept that. I should have kept that on. I should have kept that Archer stuff and made it an Archer inscription. Oh well. Oh well. Alright, so we're gonna keep rolling this cohesive. It's been a little bit not good so far. Let me just very quickly look at what Guan. Okay, Guan has cohesive as well. Oh, you know what? That's a good call, Adrian. I could have checked the stream. But I don't think I checked that slot. That's the only thing. I didn't check that slot. Um, 3.1% of stats versus like 3.2% of stats. This is... I don't know. I don't know which one's better here. So this is 3.1, and this is like... I'm gonna replace this one. I'm gonna replace this one. All right, 4 more left. We're not doing well on this cohesive. This is kind of a bummer. I should have kept the Archer stats. But not those stats. All right, we've got 3 left. This is getting ugly. This is getting ugly at this point. This is getting very ugly. Two more tries. 1 more try. This is getting ugly. Ugh, I mean, I guess the defense is better. 3.1% defense. I guess I like 3.1% defense more. It's kind of close, but I mean, I kind of value open field march speed, but I don't necessarily want my Nevsky to be like super fast. I want my marches to be speed tuned. I mean, this is for life. What I'm deciding now is for life. I mean, I basically rate the march speed as like a little bit more than 50% of stats. So like I'm saying this is like 1.5% of stats. So that's like 3.2. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep the one I have. Actually, you know what? The thing is, Nevsky is like a swarmer, right? Like he's a swarmer. And not to say that defense is the best thing against swarms, but like at the end of the day, he needs to do good trades. So I'm actually gonna replace this. Alright, so there's my Nevsky. There's my Nevsky, there is my Nevsky. My Nevsky cohesive. It is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do this Spirited Fearsome. Which, where are our stones? Did we go through all of them? No. We have 6 left. Maybe a few more. I'm probably gonna end up recycling just to get a couple more stones. Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. Now... Is it this? No. Oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay, so this is hopefully going to go on the Yan. And we will just start rolling this thing. Oof, that's interesting. I mean, we obviously replace this. I mean, let's... Oof, that's interesting. That is interesting. Let's look at what the Guan has in that slot. I mean, my Guan armaments are amazing. That's the only problem. Yeah, see, I already have an amazing double inscription on the Guan. And like, this is really good for, this would be really good for a garrison also. Yeah, this is like a really tough... This is so weird. I just don't... Oh, God. So, I mean, the issue, this is my thinking, this is what I'm thinking about right now. My thinking is that, like, I don't see myself being an infantry garrison at any time in the future. And I don't necessarily see myself building a second infantry march, right? Like, I wouldn't build a second infantry march simply to have, to, like, have this. But, I mean, I can put it on my Flavius, right? I can just, like... My Flavius is like a backup. Yeah, but see, the Flavius already has like a really good armament here. He already has like a really good armament. I think basically I can keep transmuting this because if I get something that I want for Cav, then I can use that immediately in this KvK. And I'm not going to really get to anything else. So I'm just going to keep transmuting it and maybe I'll get a Cav instead. Nothing on that one. See, yeah, I mean, now I have like now it's like 4% of Cav stats, you know what I mean? And that like works pretty good. That works pretty good. You know, because I was saying this was like 1.5. This is 2.5, so that's 4% of stats there. That's 8% of stats. And it's like usable immediately. It's immediately usable as Cav. So I mean, to me, I'm just gonna replace this, and then I have what I need right now. You know, then I have what I need right now. And I don't even have to keep transmuting this. I can just like use my stones on something else, use my remaining stones on something else. See, I'm just gonna replace this. Yeah. It stinks to give away these really good infantry stats, but again, like there's no reason. I just have no reason to keep that. Like I wouldn't even use it. I would not even use it right now. So I might as well put it on Cav, and now I will immediately use it. I can immediately put this on the Yan, right? Yeah, so I mean, this is like 8.5. We're saying this is 8 point, or no, we're saying this is 8. Whereas this was like 6. I know it's not a lot, but I mean, it's something. It's something. It's an upgrade. And then I can pass this on to another Cav March also. Alright, so that's alright. That's alright. That worked out okay. I've got 3 left. And I can either use it on Galloping Vitality, or I can use it on the Guan Cohesive. So I can either use it on this. I can use it on this or this. I kind of want to use it on Guan just because I use Guan all the time. And if I can get an upgrade, then that's like amazing. So yeah, we're gonna use our last 3 stones on this very, very nice infantry armament, cohesive plus 3.3% defense. Just show me something else. Show me health, show me all damage, show me infantry attack. Alright. Alright. That's an upgrade. That's another 1.8% health throughout this war. We'll take it. Guan gets even better. Guan just keeps getting better. Alright, so that is the armaments. It did not go amazing, but it went okay. It went okay. We did okay on the Desperado, right? Wherever that is. Yeah, we did okay on the Desperado. I mean, I guess we didn't do that good. I guess we didn't really do that good on Desperado. But anyway, that is that. Next thing will be to max the Zoog. If you are enjoying the stream, be sure to throw a like on it. That will help me get exposure. And also, when I'm wrapping up the stream a little bit later, like when I'm getting close to wrapping it up, when I'm like talking about leaving, can someone please remind me to look for a redirect, like to check if there's another ROK streamer that is online? Because I keep forgetting, like every time I go offline, I forget to redirect somebody else. So if anybody can remind me about that later, I would appreciate it. Alright, so now we need to max Zoog. How many do we need? How many gold heads? Lena says, I'm pushing T5 for Zenith and stuck at 29 helps. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Lena. I would like to push Zenith, but we're probably not gonna have a training buff for a couple days. I am gonna push it, I just don't know when. And I really wish I could get a freaking training quest. After I finish the Zoog, I will show you all a little bit of footage from the 1079 fight the other night. I was playing on, you know, my whale account, and I teleported like basically right into the enemy. So there's like a few okay fights that I can show you from that. I'll save that one quest for later. Let me do this quest. Let me do this quest. Yeah, redirect is like a raid. Yeah, redirect is like a raid. And I just, like, usually when I stream at this time of night, there's not anyone streaming Rise of Kingdoms. And so that I just don't even think to check. But like the last 2 Fridays that I've streamed, there's been somebody else streaming. And I know that Jake, the dog, was streaming the 1093 KvK earlier. So he might still be going. You definitely have to respect Jake's work ethic. He puts in the hours for sure. Alright, so how do I want to get more heads from for Zoog? Because I could buy them from this shop, but I don't think I want to do that. I think the speed ups are like way better value. Yeah, the speed ups are way better value, so I don't want to get the gold heads here. That doesn't make sense. I can get them from the anniversary shop. I mean, I guess this is big value here. These 10 are big value. Right? They gotta be the best value. I don't know, maybe... I'm just gonna do this event some more. I'm gonna keep doing desert tracks. Yeah, but definitely very good luck to everyone pushing Zenith. This is a crazy good skin. 15% cap health. My goal is just to get like a 15-day or a 30-day skin. I'm not trying to get the full skin because I just don't have the speed ups for that. I just want to see how close I am. I don't want to go over here. Oh, I've got it. Okay, I've got it. All right, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick timing to get 2 commanders maxed the night before war begins. That's really pretty awesome. You know, I mean, the reason you do try to do like all the events in this game, you know, the reason why I'll sometimes wake up early to do KvK Ceremony or Silk Road or whatever. The reason I not only do Ark of Osiris every week, but also work really hard to try to win as often as we can, is because every once in a while you cut it very close. Like, I mean, obviously I could have spent more gems and maxed the Zoog one way or another. But I mean, having just enough gold heads to max 2 commanders 15 hours before a war is like really good. That's really good timing. And it makes me feel good about like all the effort I put in various ways in this game. But let me think if there's anything else I need to do to get ready for war. I'm gonna do the KvK whistles offline, or the Kahar's bone whistles offline. I don't think there's anything else I need to do, really. I mean, I did, like I said, I did transfer all my resources from my farms to my main, this morning. I have, I basically have 3 farms that I transferred from, and then I can still transfer from, Brian Kuh 1, which I will probably do in the morning. And here's the screenshot of like 2 of the 3. The other one had already left and gone back to their other alliance. But you can see that I sent about, 1.5 to 2 billion resources from each farm. And, it's just one of those things where in the past couple weeks, I haven't really been playing ROK a ton. I've been busy with work. I've been focused on a few other things. So it was actually nice, and I was kind of like feeling bad that I haven't been playing that much. Like I didn't really prep for. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do Lost Canyon yesterday. I I didn't prep that well for this KvK in terms of like once we were in the KvK. But it was nice to remind myself that I had actually done a lot in the off season. Like I had farmed a lot in the off season. I'd done a lot of like barb keeps in the off season. I mean, I still have a decent amount of AP left. So it was just good. I needed those resources. Like I would be screwed if I had not gotten all those resources. So I mean, it just felt pretty good to just see the effort that I put in and know that effort had been worth it. But let me go ahead and go through what happened the other night in 1079. So I basically got on, and part of the reason I haven't been able to focus a ton on this KvK is because I've also been focused on the KvK in 1079. Not a ton, but I've been playing the account, doing Bastion quests, stuff like that. And I mean, I basically got on like a few minutes before the passes opened. So I just very quickly ran over and grabbed a rune. And then, we captured the pass pretty quickly. And the crazy thing was that after I started random teleporting, it literally took me, like, I'm gonna go through this kind of fast, but like, look at how many teleports I do where I never even get in the zone. Like, I'm just like burning through random teleports. Okay, so I finally get there, right? Like, all these teleports are just like start zone, start zone, start zone, zone 5, over and over again. Finally, I land in Gummer, which is the zone we're fighting in, and I see that it's like very close to their passes. So this was like a very good spot. You know, I was fine with this spot. And the only thing that's annoying is that we don't have a 6th or like a 4th set of archer gear. So basically, and I'm like, I hate that I give this information away because like an enemy could use it in the future, but whatever. You know, basically I just leave my city here and I have the Dido Hera garrison, but there's like absolutely 0 gear on the Dido, right? And so it was like a risk that was being taken, but I just felt like, you know what are the odds that they actually rally a 192 power city? And so we just got to it right away. I mean, I literally ported like right next to where the enemy was like moving through. Like their ball was going over here to the northwest, and my city was literally like just right in their path, just absolutely right in their path. And you know, I've got a ton of resources and a ton of speed ups, so it's really not about the trades. The trades are not what matters on Hulk Navo. It's all about just doing damage and just like, you know, impacting the fight. Like, all these enemies stopped, right? Like, look at how many marches I get to stop and fight me instead of going to their ball, right? And they're like, okay, they want to take the good trade. They'll get the okay trade. It's not a winning trade for them. It's like a break-even trade. And I just take on like, I don't know, 15, 20 marches here. And so I really do enjoy, I enjoy this stuff because it's like a different way of playing. And it's like being impactful in a whole different way. You know, my main account, my original account, I have a 80 million power account. You know, you all have seen it. It's a decent account, you know, decent gear, but half my troops are tier 5, half my troops are tier 4, and I have limited speed ups and limited resources. But on this account, I just go in and do a ton of damage, run the marches down to 0, and I mean, look at how many marches are fighting me instead of going to their ball. It's got to be 25 to 30 marches are fighting me instead of going to their ball. And what did they accomplish against me? They accomplished absolutely nothing except they sent me back to my city. And then I just heal. I just heal and come back out. And I was like making sure I had gear because I logged in so quick and got fighting so quick. I wanted to make sure I had gear on. Lena says these random teleport fights are a force multiplier. Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's like it's a force multiplier. And you know, I'm used to being a force multiplier from a leadership perspective, but this is like just so much cleaner. This is such a cleaner way of being a force multiplier. You literally just random teleport and you mess the enemy up. So this was their ball over there. And I think I just killed the stragglers. You know, there's like still more coming. So I'm just like, all right, well, let's kill the stragglers. I will show some reports. I must not have checked the reports on that first fight, but I will be able to show you guys the reports, you know, and just, you'll see the trades. Basically, the trades are like slightly winning. Obviously, in a fight like this, the trades are going to be like extremely good. But like when I would be outnumbered, I would basically get like an even trade. You know, basically, like some marches would win slightly, some marches would lose slightly. But I mean, I have all tier 5, fully legendary equipment on everything. The armaments are just okay. The armaments are just okay, but you know, it's just a very powerful account. And it was kind of weird to like I was actually like portrait fighting, you know, like it's been a very long time since I portrait fought, but I was just kind of, you know, I was not going to retreat. You know, I had no intention of retreating. So I was just like trying to figure out how can I do the most damage. And if I'm just trying to do the most damage and not worried about my positioning, then I'm just going to like try to target like DPS marches. I'm going to try to target squishy marches. And I was also trying to kill low health marches just because, you know, basically I wanted to do like a lot of damage to the enemy. So yeah, I think here are some of the reports. Here's some of the reports. You know, it's like the Boudica had a losing trade. Huo, you know, slightly losing. Guan Scipio was break even. The Zug was a big winner. The Zug Nebu. The Henry YSG did very good as well. The Nevsky did well. I mean, basically the marches that were out there longer that didn't get targeted did very well. And I mean, I basically stayed in this spot for like I stayed in this spot for like 4 hours. You know what I mean? Like I never even left this spot. I was pretty drunk as the night went on. I went through an entire 6-pack of beer, sitting right next to the enemies, right next to the enemy flags. They flagged right past me, and I just had no gear on the garrison. Just sat there, like 1 or 2 people scouted me, like literally 1 or 2 people scouted my city. So I mean, it was overly relaxing, I guess, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, I'll take a fun, overly relaxing fight like this any day of the week. I had an absolute blast. I think maybe I win. At a certain point, I start winning these fights, right? Like, there's less enemies, and so like I actually am able to hold the field in certain spots. I don't know if this is one or not. And you know, the rest of 1079 was, you know, they were doing ball stuff. They had a big ball, and they were kind of like crushing the enemy at the ball as well. But there were just like a handful of whales where we were random teleporting, and we just had such an impact, right? Like we just depleted the enemy ball like so badly. And I don't think the enemy was able to do this to us. Like I never heard anything on voice chat about like, oh, look out for this enemy whale that's here, that's, you know, that's near our pass or whatever. And they were never talking about like rallying enemy cities. So I mean, I do think that 1079 had like a very significant whale advantage in this fight. And I mean, I think the enemy was in a very tough spot. They certainly could have fought harder, I guess. But it's like they were just always going to lose these open field fights. Like they just were always going to lose. And so like if you know you're going to lose these fights, you know, at that point the KvK becomes very tough. You have like very tough decisions to make. And you know, I think that I mean, look, with armaments and with new equipment, with a lot of commanders being released lately, and you know, with the way resources in this game are gathered these days, and also with like multi-queue, with the multi-dispatch, I think, you know, whales have a really good impact on the game at this point. And you know, and also with Tech, obviously, I think sometimes just like you get into a KvK and like you literally have no chance. And I think that 1781 and 1994 probably just had absolutely no chance against us, because you know we just have a lot of strong accounts in 1079, and so it's just very hard to deal with that. Yeah, so at this point I was like getting control of this area. I didn't really check the, okay, so here's like yeah, like here's like I'm like, there's my city. There's my city. And then the ball's like over here, right? This ball that I was like trying to wear out. And I mean, we just destroyed them. Like I'll show you our ball in a second, and it's like completely intact. Like our ball is just completely intact here. You know, like absolutely no, their ball is dead. Their ball is completely dead. Our ball is completely intact. I mean, look at this. It was just an absolute crushing. It was an absolute crushing. So let me see if I can just like find some other good fights. Yeah, I like wandered over here. I will be honest, I do take deads at a certain point. Yes, I was like very high up. At the beginning, I was very, very high up in enemy elimination. I was 4th. But as the zone went on and as the night went on, the players in the players that were fighting in our zone 6, we all went down on an enemy elimination because there was a lot more fighting in the other zone. So yeah, there's somebody scouting the city, but like you see the Dido Hera on the wall, and you see like the number of troops in the city. It's just like they're just not gonna rally that. They're just not gonna rally it. Rexa says, how will you maintain this account if you don't spend or chain on this account? Well, we did spend on it. We definitely spent on it. And I'm not exactly sure what the future holds with this account, you know? I really would like to play it more. It was like extremely fun. And I would definitely put money into this account, and I would spend time building it up, you know? Like for sure. You know, in a more competitive KvK, I would definitely spend more time doing Bastion quests. I mean, the thing is, Rexo, there's no need to chain because there's like a ton of AP. There's just like an absolute enormous amount of AP. So I mean, there's definitely like ways to play this account smarter than I've been playing it lately, and putting like more effort into certain things and like really paying attention to the armaments and stuff like that. But you know, I mean, we built Huo, we added Huo, which was I think a very good decision because there's not a maxed XY, so now we have like the two best cavalry marches. But yeah, I mean, here I'm taking on like, what? How many marches am I taking on here? Maybe like 10 marches? It looks like it's about 10. So it's like a 6 versus 10. And more of them are coming. The thing is, they fought me a lot. They fought me a ton because they were getting pretty good trades against me. You know, because they were like massively outnumbering me. So they were getting pretty good trades. And that just opened up space for everybody else to just form huge balls and then like the ball never getting depleted. So I think I might look at the reports on this fight as well. In all honesty, like the best fight is the one where I take deads, which is kind of depressing. I don't really want to show that one, but yeah, so here's the reports here. Yeah, I mean, so the Huo got like an incredibly good trade there. Let me go back. I'll show you that Huo trade. Look how good Huo did. I mean, the Huo William did amazing on that one. That's like so good. You know, pretty much positive trades across the board while being outnumbered like 2 or 3 to 1. And I mean, you just see that, like, I mean, a whale account, a well-played whale account can do so freaking much in this game. Because how do you ever deal with me here? Like, how do you ever deal with me? You're not gonna get me to run out of speed ups. You're not gonna get me to run out of resources. You're not gonna get rid of all my troops. So like, I'm just gonna constantly be there, just, you know, forcing you to fight me like, you know, 2-to-1 or 3-to-1. And this is what it was like against 1818. You know, like they had these whales where it was just like, we cannot do anything against them. Like all you can do is win the war. You cannot beat the player. You have to just win the war. Yeah, exactly. You can do it with another whale account. Like obviously another whale can sort of like match you and then you just kind of like neutralize each other. And that is a good point. Yeah, so I think this is the fight where I take deads. Yeah, so this was like an actual good fight, like a few other people were here and stuff. But the thing is, I always forget to empty my hospital. Like my hospital's healing, and I just like forget to finish the heal. So I mean, it's pretty embarrassing, honestly. I've definitely thrown a few back at this point. Because I think we were going to do pretty good in this fight, but then like once I realized that I'm taking deads, I retreat all my troops, and so then that like really changes the way this fight goes. Like right now I'm like filling up my hospital, right? You can see that hospital. Healing lowers your kill points per minute. I'm actually not sure how many Zenith skins it has. I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, so I'm just taking deads now. Now I realize it. Like, now I realize it, and it's like I just run away. And I can't tell if playing Hulk Navo is getting me in better shape for my main war, or if it's like making me teaching me like really bad habits, right? Because like, okay, maybe I'll remember to heal my hospitals a bit more often. Like maybe I won't make this mistake again. But I feel like I'm gonna end up playing like way more aggressive on the Brian Kuh account. Yeah, so I guess I took like 60k deads or something. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Oh, and so I was so pissed, right? I was so pissed that I took those deads that I'm like, all right, I'm gonna open up all these chests. And then it took me forever to get through all these chests. There were so freaking many of them. It was unbelievable. And so then I just, like, they flagged like right past my city. So I kind of wanted to come over here and just harass them in their back line as they were like walking to where the fights were. And that worked okay. It worked okay. It was like, they kept just going back in their cities though. Like this dude fought me and then like nobody else really fought me. They just like ran back into their cities for the most part. But as someone who, you know, has been using tier 4 my whole ROK career, who's had a bunch of purple gear my whole ROK career, it's just kind of amazing to like win open field fights. Like, you know, two people meet in the field, like I'm kind of used to losing those fights, to be honest. I kind of tend to fight with teammates, not by myself. So yeah, we started looking like over in the other zone, because it was like, okay, we obviously are going to win our zone. Hopefully our allies don't win. You know, hopefully our allies don't win and we actually have a fight in Kingsland against 1446. But I will say that our allies destroyed a couple of... they destroyed at least one, but I'm pretty sure they destroyed 2 1446 forts. I'm not sure how that fight is looking now. Oh, there were so many gold chests, Rexo. It was amazing. Yeah, Sawtooth, everybody's been there, but honestly, I take deads like every I take open field deads every KvK I'm in. And that's like kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? What I sometimes like to do is like figure out which march is being targeted and then retreat just that march to pull the enemy out of position. But like here, there wasn't really any... There just wasn't anywhere to retreat to. So I didn't really use any like, you know, movement. I didn't use movement to my advantage. I literally just stood there and fought. I mean, they did have some like relatively big players. This Haywood You Blow Me player was pretty big. And there were a few others. I mean, you can see that, like, if you outnumber a whale, if you, like, significantly outnumber a whale, or you fight, like, next to your city, you can win the fight some of the time. I think they do ultimately win this fight. But I mean, my Guan Scipio is obviously like teeing off in a very big way in this fight. I feel like they tended to kill the Nevsky first quite often. Which, I mean, people don't really pay enough attention to the fact that, like, speed matters, and when a march gets there first, that march just tends to get targeted. So you kind of have to be aware of that, and you want to, like, speed tune your marches a little bit. I don't know, it got slow. It definitely got slow, like, you know. It definitely got slow pretty quickly. Yeah, so like I'm starting to get paranoid, but I'm also starting to get a little bit better about the heals. Because even here, I was cutting it close, right? I had like 540k in the hospital, and I'm taking a fairly significant number of severely woundeds even now. Because when you are a whale, I mean, and you're like 6 marching it, and you're running all your marches down to 0, like, your hospital does fill up like very freaking quick. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like, I don't know. It just wasn't like a real fight. Like, they didn't really defend their flags much. You know, it was just like, everyone was just getting some KP where they could get it, and everyone sort of knew who was gonna win. I think that, like, 1994, my impression was that 1994 had better numbers than 1781, which I think is not what people expected to be the case, but it just seemed like 1994 was better at forming a ball and doing stuff with it. And yeah, I just kept coming back to this little spot here, this lane where they were, like, reinforcing the front. I would just, like, keep coming back here, doing damage. Yeah, so I think I get a little bit of control here. I get control here for a little while. I'm just, like, disrupting them. I think maybe when Haywood You Blow Me gets here with a few other people, I think maybe this is when they turn it around. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, so he turns now. And I think Haywood's gonna wear me down enough that other teammates will be able to finish me off. But we'll see. Let's take a look. Sawtooth, this is in 1079. Yeah, it was nice to not be in dot mode for once. It was nice to get some to get some footage of the game as it's meant to be seen. And it was nice to just like click on portraits, you know, click on portraits, target an enemy. It was fun. It was old school. Yeah, I mean, here, let's see if there's some reports here if I look at them. I don't know if I do. I mean, the thing that I like the most, like, the thing that has really made this game better is the multi-dispatch. You know, being able to bring all your marches out with a couple of clicks versus having to do it one at a time is just so great. It honestly makes the game like way more fun. And so I think when you know, they do a graphics update, they keep the multi-dispatch, you know, maybe they probably need to tweak the Warriors Unbound map a little bit. You know, maybe you tone down the auxiliary skills in Orleans, maybe. But I mean, personally, I think Orleans is like a very good map. And if they leave Orleans as is, I think that will be fine. Stratagem seems pretty good. I mean, if anything, I feel like the stratagems are like almost as OP as auxiliary skills because, I mean, you have a relic. Like one stratagem is a relic, and you get multiple stratagems. And the Kingsland in this KvK looks pretty good. Let me actually... I don't think there's really nothing else to show. I just run around and fight people. I mean, there's nothing else to show. Let's take a look at what that KvK is looking like right now. Oh, I forgot to turn the music down. I turned the music up for crafting, and then I forgot to turn it back down. So what happened in this zone? Yeah, it feels like 1446's side is winning, right? Doesn't it seem that way? So this is so wait. Okay, so actually... Okay, so the enemies are 2050 and 1446. So I guess this zone is not quite over. I guess they're just still fighting. I guess they're very much still fighting. Okay, so our allies over here, 62 BZ. Yeah, it looks like there's just, you know, this is gonna be like night 3 of this zone war. And it looks like it's still very much going on. So yeah, don't quite know how this one's gonna shake out. I guess 1446 is... You can see that they're like progressing. They're definitely progressing. You know... Yeah, it feels a bit like 1446 is like gradually taking the zone over. Like, what kingdom is this? Okay, so this is probably the campmates of 1446, 2045. Yeah, so I think it looks like we're going to have a fight in Kingsland. Looks like it's probably going to be a 2v2 in Kingsland. This you know, pink camp here, they'll be able to come into Gummer and enter through the level 9 pass here. So we'll have an ally that's able to join us from this side. And then the enemy will probably come in from this side, and we'll have a pretty good fight in what looks to be a pretty interesting zone. I mean, this river's pretty wild, but I mean, I think this river will just slow things down a little bit. I mean, if our side is coming in from the left and the enemy is coming in from the right, then the river is just like a very natural demarcation in the middle of the zone. And so I think both sides will get plenty of territory, and then it will become a flag battle. Probably at these bridges, actually. So, I mean, if it becomes like a relatively long fight, I would say that Hulk Navo is in a really good position to, you know, really dominate those sort of situations. Because, like, if the enemy is standing right in front of you at a bridge, and you have a badass account, you just keep attacking them over and over again until they until they give up. So I don't quite know when Kingsland opens here, and I don't know how that's going to vibe with my main focus over here in 770. But, you know, it's on the table. Lots and lots of fighting coming up soon. Algebra, welcome. Connor, I'm in S79. Khalid, welcome to the stream. Guys, I think I am going to wrap it up here. I am very tired. I'm very, very tired. Thank you all for hanging out. I am going to be back tomorrow for the war. I'm not going to stream when the pass is open, but I'll probably stream a few hours into the fighting. And it'll, you know, there will be a delay on the stream. Probably, but I might not. I might not do a delay. We'll see. We'll see how things look. But I think it's honestly going to be a very, very good fight tomorrow. So, yeah, be sure to tune in for that. Yeah. I am going to see if there's anybody I can redirect my stream to. So just hang out for a minute and let's see if we can support another YouTube content creator. Yeah, Jake the dog's on. Let me try to redirect to him. Oh gosh, now I have to remember how to do this. I think it's here, right? Yep. That's not it. One second, guys. Okay, there we go. So yeah, let's we're gonna raid Jake the dog. He's sweating the huge war between 1093 and 1365. So when we go in there, let him know that you're coming from Brian's channel. And yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. And I will see you very soon on the flip side.